Now touring the Grand Organ Hall of Forgotten Timelines. And where is that located, you ask? 1300 Market Street in Philadelphia. And we are showing 1.1 million square feet, organ, Tartarian organ included. Timeline not included. Reset may apply. And in the basement, we have a bonus that may contain some unsold World's Fair relics and merch left over. Oh, it's just a few hundred years, that's all. Welcome to one of America's most historically confusing listings, built sometime between the 1800s and last Tuesday. This structure features celestial vaulting, unexplained acoustics, and enough pipe organ to make Beethoven sweat. Shall we step inside? Let's just glide across this opulent marble atrium. Never mind that Tartarian organ with hundreds and hundreds of pipes. We're gonna head on the elevator up to the rooftop where we have an airship station. Yes, Wanamaker, he had a futuristic vision for aerial travel. In the early 1910s, this retail magnate envisioned his flagship department stores as more than just shopping destinations. He saw their rooftops as permanent aerial stations for the coming age of air travel. We're talking urban aviation, these sky temples of retail, where he envisioned having these mooring docks for dirigibles, airships, and balloons that could take people from his retail stores in New York City to his store in Philadelphia. So going from the rooftop, let's head to the basement where we have a flash sale going on, a clearance of World's Fair leftovers. Yes, what didn't sell from the last civilization is now on clearance. Yeah, did I mention that John brought the World's Fair to America? The first one happened in Philly. So yeah, look at these tombs and things that were raided. Temples, pharaohs' heads, and all kinds of stuff. I caught this right here, this name Menton. Look at all this. It looks like Antiques Roadshow meets, Doctor Who? So the Menton thing was Dr. Menton, one of the founders of the Black Boule, birthed in Philadelphia. So there are some Masonic curations because Mr. John Wanamaker, he was a Freemason. He dedicated a significant amount of art and things to the Masonic Temple in Philadelphia. Lots of books, artifacts, and things like that to promote Masonic knowledge. Okay, I wanted to pop on to repeat some of these things about the narrative of John Wanamaker, this renowned merchant, temple thief, temple robber, bandit, allegedly, I don't know. Tell me what you think about this narrative. So he's an avid collector of art and antiquities. And notable to his collection would be the bronze collection. I mentioned it earlier. They called them the Wanamaker bronzes. So he purchased approximately, it says, 454 bronze replications That's weird. Replications is where I'm having a hard time understanding this part of the narrative. So he purchased these replications, these bronze replications, and these were replicas of ancient artifacts that were from Pompeii and Hercun, Her, Herculaneum, and they were meticulously crafted using molds taken from originals housed in the Naples Archaeological Museum. So these were initially displayed at a World's Fair, of course, and later donated to the University of Pennsylvania's museum. This was to enrich its classical collections. Now, I mentioned also having the art from Parisian salons. So he got French paintings from various Parisian salons and artists to sell in his department store and to also enhance his private collection. So he acquired all of these things. And one of the things that he also acquired was a replica, a bronze replica of the Greek god Hermes, the seating Hermes, which was dedicated and donated to the University of Pennsylvania's museum. So he chose the Greek god Hermes, which is the god of commerce, also the god of, I believe, portals into other realms. So this is a lot more than just shopping and retail, because we know about the eagle, meet me at the eagle thing. And there was a famous story about the movie producer Steven Spielberg, where he recalled meeting his mother at the eagle while she shopped. He had to, meet her there and, meet up and whatever. He didn't want to go shopping, I guess, with his mother. I understand. My mother dragged me all through Wannamakers, so I get it. But this was very interesting stuff. And I want to also say that Wannamakers has finally closed its doors. It became Macy's, but Wannamakers had since been sold. So now this building is available, okay? And I want to know what's going to happen with this current reset that we are witnessing now. We are observing things in real time. Now, I want to play a little snippet from the last day before they closed the doors. And this was the organ player playing all day, and it sounded like a dirge. So here you are. Hey, Mom. Talk to me about the John Wannamaker's Christmas setup when you worked for them. What was it like? When would they begin setting up the Christmas stuff?
They set up in November.
November? Okay.
They had a whole crew that worked upstairs that did all the window stuff.
Uh-huh.
A lot of real, sharp people.
Uh-huh.
They did the window up, and then they decorated the store, all types of beautiful stuff. And we worked in the toy department.
Oh, you did? Wow. It was like working in Santa's workshop, huh?
Yeah, it was a carousel there.
Oh.
Santa would be there. A special thing set up. In fact, Eleanor used to work where you go take the photos with the kids. She worked there.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
So she was Santa's little helper,
Yeah.
helping him to take photos, with the kids. How about that? And there was you said a carousel inside?
A carousel.
Wow, inside the toy department.
It was 2 parts of the toy department.
2 parts? What do you mean?
Then it was another room you went, and there was a monorail you could get up there.
Oh, yeah.
On the ceiling.
Okay. Was all that still up when I was little? The toy department, was it set up like that elaborately when I was little? Or had that changed?
All I know is the tree of 1,000 lights.
Okay. All right.
Then you had the organ lady to play the organ 3-4 times. It was one of the biggest organs in the world.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Right there. And one time they had to repair it. And you didn't hear that. And you would hear it, like you'd be upstairs working.
Mm-hmm.
You hear that boom. I mean, it would be a little old lady playing that organ back.
She was a little healer because that stuff heals your body, How did you feel? Do you remember feeling a certain way when you would
really
listen?
Good.
Feel good when you were at work? Oh, yeah, that's nice.
You'd be jamming. Sometimes you'd be playing a little jam music.
So she got you guys out there dancing too to the organ. That organ.
That was a soothing. Actually, that was very soothing.
Yes, it's medicinal. It is, because that organ at John Wannamaker's is the largest, I think, working organ in the world. Mm-hmm. So it is very, very important.
So it took a lot to repair it because I think the parts had to come from various places.
Oh, yeah.
When they repaired that.
Oh, I can imagine.
So,
wow.
It was like really, really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It was an awesome place to work.
Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering about Christmas because I saw some pictures of what it was like. And I'm thinking about, why do people tell children a lie about Santa Claus? Like, why is that the first lie told to children about Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Like, why do we do that to kids? And then they have to find out that it's not true.
Well, like we found out that, they had a secret and they kept it going until you got a certain age.
Right.
And you said, Mom and Dad are Santa Claus. You would figure that mess out.
Right. Yeah, I just wonder what it does long term. I don't know. I want to get people's opinion. Why don't you guys drop down in the comments what you think about that very first lie told to children?
It was like mysterious.
Right.
That Santa would be delivering.
Mm-hmm.
And we never had no fireplace.
A working fireplace. You had that. It was all closed off, the fireplace in West Philly on Locust Street, right?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't no fireplace. No, it was just a little mantelpiece.
It was just a little scenery of a
Yeah.
fireplace. Yeah, that is funny because children are told
And we
that.
would say, well, maybe Santa Claus came through the door.
So you have to try to get the lie to go. Like, that's really weird how we get children involved in the lie as well. Yeah, I want to hear what other people have to say. Share with me what you think about this very first lie. Do you think it's nefarious or do you think
Yeah.
it's benign? Let me know.